host for Unorthodox Show on the globe, and I am one of your co-hosts, Myra B. King.
And this is Desi Dez.
And it's your boy Mojo in the building. We got a special guest today, sir. You hail from all kind of places. So let's go ahead and get it started. Let the people know who you are.
And where you from?
I go by Azizi Gibson. I'm from all over the place. They not lying. I was raised in Thailand, Singapore. But if there's one place I call home, it'd be like Maryland, DC area. You know what I'm saying? That's where I spent like middle school, graduated high school, dabbled in some college before I did the music career shit. But yeah, I'm all over the place, really.
No, understandable, man. And that's what's up, man, because I seen that you were born in, Frankfurt and everything like that, but you're a military baby. So, you like you said, you've been all around, Singapore, Thailand, and all that good stuff. And then you did find yourself in Maryland. How was that out there being in Maryland?
But before we get to Maryland, I'll do like as he was saying, like where you were born in, but the hospital conditions, due to the hospital conditions being dirty in Africa, correct? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really like that? Like still, or have they, like they don't try to do anything to? It was that.
To be honest, I don't know how it is obviously now, because it's kind of like you get born once. It's a one and done thing for me. But like, it's definitely, I don't think it's changed too much from what I've heard from the grapevine. But I don't think it's not uncommon what my parents did.
Okay, because I just thought though, I'm like, wow, like the conditions were, they say the hospital conditions were dirty and not up to par in Africa, so that's why you were born at the hospital that you were born in. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, but yeah, like you said, you've been all over. So go ahead, Dave, continue.
No, you're right. I mean, that's serious, and that's a real issue right there. And like you said, there probably is. I mean, they've probably got better technology today, but the conditions as far as how it was back then and now it's probably changed about 10%, but we're not making that much progress. We need better. So you got
absolutely
what's going on. What was it like growing up in Maryland though? What was that like?
Man, it was tight as shit. I love home, man. Everyone from home. I was in a few areas. The area I was in, I graduated high school in Bowie, which is Prince George's County. But when I first moved there, it was into this area called Annapolis. I was there for like middle school, but all together, like everybody's just so well-rounded and just down to earth people. Like the more and more I stray away from home and be like, man, fuck people at home, and then you just live your life elsewhere and you're like, damn, I miss everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone kind of had a great way of looking at things, even when you didn't know what the fuck anything was yet, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good little village.
So of course, Maryland. So you've, before I ask my question, what first got you into, doing music?
Shit, I just been doing music naturally all my life. Like my father was doing it when I was growing up, as far as like, composing or whatever with instruments and shit. My brother was rapping, it's just like there's legitimately videos of me 2 years old on a VHS rapping. Like there's just countless videos of things I can't even remember of me doing music related stuff. So it's before I even knew.
Yeah.
It seems as to me when I was going through your catalog, like some of your earlier music was about like smoking, drinking, hanging out with the homies. But then it started to transition and you start to tap into, I don't know what to call it. You start displaying like your inner tuition, like some deep down emotion, like, like some type of gravity, like, and I can sense it through your videos. Like, you were, like your videos to me were like mini movies.
Yeah.
Like
Thank
take us
you.
in the direction of something that, you know, like where your mind is, or maybe stuff that you've been through. Like what caused the change, and for you to tap in like that?
Hey, this your boy Desi Dez.
And it's your boy Mojo. And if you like what you are seeing so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page.
Please.
And if all else fails and you like what you talking about as far as this merch wise, baby, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook at Twisted Younginz with a Z. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you give us an email at TwistedYounginz@gmail.com for all promotions.
Where's it at TwistedYounginz@gmail.com.
Yes, sir, with a Z. And also, if y'all don't like what you see right now, as far as merch wise, we got more merch, and we also do merch.
Do your merch
Send
too.
us in a
We
couple
support
designs.
everybody.
Yeah, and we do promotional packages, interviews, videos, articles, whatever you guys need, man. Just make sure you hit us up. Holla at you, baby.
It's like funny, but like, you know, like when you do something that you love for a while, you know, you'll end up opening up the revenue, you know. And like once I started making a bag, I started, you know, investing into myself so I could like show people the vision, you know what I'm saying? Because shit ain't cheap, you know what I'm saying? And some people have that one homie who happens to do videos, who eventually will be one of Disney's best creators, but I ain't had that nigga. So we had to wait, you know what I'm saying? We had to wait until we could put the shit in the visuals, because, you know, being out here in LA, some people, you know, they want to work with you pro bono. They see where you're going, but then those people want to give you rates of people. They're like, oh, well, this person gets paid this much. Well, I'm going to charge that. It's like, nah, nigga, you're not that person yet. You need to build that catalog to be able to charge that. But I just kept on running into those waves. So it just kind of took me a while to build up the foundation I needed to just say like, all right, we could do what I want to do now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As long as, you know, as long as I'm being smart about it and making sure it's a song like that I believe in. But no, yeah. So just being able to have that budget, because I feel like, you know, just investing in yourself is the most important thing you can do as fucking anything. You don't even gotta be an artist. Like whatever it is you do, if you got $20, learn to put 10 back into yourself, you know, and things will really start going your way. They really will.
Were fans receptive to that new change? I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah, the fans, like, you know, I see it like this. Any weirdos, like anybody who gotta drop a comment that they're upset or something about your new music, they kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have your own podcast, your own YouTube channel, your own whatever, and you're sharing your how you feel, like it's cool. But if you're just like in the comments sharing something like, and it's very negative, it's like, I don't really care. Like, I don't care. Like, that's a privilege your ass is abusing, to be now like using social media to bust my balls. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to bust my balls. You could have expressed your feelings towards other people, because, you know, I don't know, like when one of my favorite artists drops a song and it wasn't up to par, like, I don't know what the fuck, I'm gonna drop a comment like, yeah, the last song was better. Nah, it's kind of weirdo shit to me. So and just like that, like the people that you want in your circle, when you show somebody something you created and they keep on telling you the bad stuff, yo, get rid of that nigga. Tell that nigga pack his shit up. How about you start telling me the shit that I was good at so I can build on that?
Yes,
because
sir.
I have a feelings too, and I'm an emotional person, and don't think I'm like you hardcore. Like, I take things seriously. So that's what I'm saying. When you got that person in your circle, I treat it just like fans. When you got that person who's willing to publicly embarrass you, then fuck you.
Yes, sir.
I mean, well, you if you accept the good, you also have to accept the critique or accept the bad. You know, especially
absolutely
when it's absolutely cool. Like the internet is open to everybody. So, you know, maybe they did like the last song you made, and maybe you didn't put that much effort. You know, because there's some artists out here that don't.
No, absolutely.
The songs, they don't really feel it like that, and they feel forced, and maybe they don't take the necessary time it takes to make a dope song, you know, like for us actually understanding acknowledging what you're putting on a piece of paper, and maybe this bar didn't come across. Maybe you know what I'm saying. So if it's trash,
100,
say it's trash.
And you know what? I wanna say too that I don't want to say everyone's wrong either. You know, because their opinion, you know, like I don't not value their opinion.
Right.
But you know what? Sometimes you can get focused on everybody else but what you want to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? And those are what those comments do. And for people like me, it's like like you said, it's of course easier to take the bad, but then when you do see, it's easier to take the good, but the bad can really mentally stress people out here. Yeah. And it's a responsible way about doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's I feel you have the best argument too. It's like sometimes that older shit is like sometimes, you know, someone might like the older stuff and they're just sharing their opinion because they do love you and support you. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's also you know what I mean? Like it's both sides. It's like I see both sides. You know what I'm saying? There's both sides, and that's what makes the internet the internet. You just can't. But what I'll tell to anybody who's doing music and has been doing something or whatever they love for a long time, and people want to just this, that, and the third, it's like, you know, as long as you're getting further and you're seeing the progression, then you don't have to worry too much about what people say. But if you're stagnant and shit ain't working for you, then maybe you should be reading these comments because it's these people who are supporting you. So that's what I mean. 100%. Your point is valid. My point valid. Their point valid. Yeah. It's just boom, and that's it.
What it is. No, that's really what it is. I do want to ask you about a question. I got a question about there's a time period that I'm looking at and I'm just like, well, what the hell did you do? So in 2010, they say you dropped out of college and you moved to LA. Is that correct?
Yeah. But I think that was the year, but it was around then.
Okay. And then around 2014, next thing I know, you're on tour with Denzel Curry, Dylan Cooper and everything and whatnot. You're on the, what is that? The Underachievers, the Eyes of the World tour.
Yeah.
How does that happen in a 4-year span? That you just drop out, move to LA, you got a mixtape to your name, and next thing we know, you're on tour with one of the hottest up and coming artists in the game.
Facts.
I mean, man, for real, it's just good shit speaks for itself. Everyone always asks me, like, how did you get there? Like, nigga, I just uploaded the music to the fucking website. There's no secret here. Like, there's absolutely no secret. All I did was make music knowing that I wasn't finna get paid for it. That's how I started. I made it because I loved it. I did it because I was tight. It was tight to smoke to it. It was tight to give it to people. It was tight to hear what people said about it. Like, for real. So it just became something that I loved and wanted to do. And of course I wanted to be a rapper, but I knew that I wasn't going to get there without just loving it and enjoying it. So good music speaks for itself. Good shit speaks for itself. Like, for real, like, you don't gotta figure out a way to boost your, like, you always be marketing. Like, you know, as a businessman will tell you, look, motherfucker, like, always market yourself. But where I'm coming from is just don't sell people the wrong thing. Be you, be passionate about what it is you do, and believe in yourself and bet on yourself. And if you're really good, then people will fuck with you. But it's just like, it's a weird thing, especially with the music game, because there's so many artists I think are trash. Right. And then there's so many artists that I think are great who aren't even there. So it's a lot of wishy-washy shit, but you have to not include yourself in that. You have to not be trying to place yourself on that map. If you see everybody on this board, you need to not be trying to place yourself on the board. I just put myself in my own lane, and anybody that wanted to experience the music got to enjoy it. And then I got my platform when I had ended up fucking with Flying Lotus, and then he was fucking with Underachievers, and then Underachievers ended up going on their first tour, and me and Underachievers are still great friends to this day. They just put me on the tour, and you know, Denzel Curry, he ended up fucking exploding from that tour, you know, like, and it was just, in 4 years it felt like a lot was going on, but shit, I slept on couches, I did a lot of shit. I'm in a great place now. I'm sitting in a Benz now, but it's funny as shit talking about Eyes of the World tour, because I definitely didn't have shit going on. Definitely was trying to figure out how to survive.
And that's why I brought it up, because I want people to know that it wasn't just a smooth transition, because people will look at their underachievers, the underachievers tour, and look at you, and like you said, they'll assume that the success came right out the gate. And like I said, well, there was a 4-year period where you just moved down and you didn't know what the next move was. You was just figuring it out.
Right. And you said something that stood out to me. You said that you made it and you weren't focused on the money at all. You were doing it at that time because you loved it. I think some people, they steer away from that goal. They do things like, okay, I can do this, making money here, and that kind of takes them off, maybe the path or maybe what's meant for them, but just doing it off the strength and the passion and how things have opened up for you, at the time. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, like I want to be a leader. I don't, like, and some leaders aren't, it's not about the money to them. It's like I really care about the state of hip hop and, like the integrity and how it all goes down. And I just felt like keeping that in my head just opened up all the right opportunities for me.
Some people make music and some people are music. So it's a big difference.
There you go.
Like that's,
there you go.
Like Lauryn Hill to me is music, you know what I mean? Like that's who she is. Like Sade and Michael, and you can, like, their music, like
I understand. They're part of the culture. They care.
Yeah, because it oozes from them. They don't have to really find the analytics.
They don't try.
Sure, yeah.
They don't try.
That's what it's about. It's about just
we don't. A lot of the artists I know, like myself, like, we don't try. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, we have fun. It's like we're not figuring out what the logistics. We're like, okay, this is the beat. Like, let's make magic to this beat, and like, let's not worry about anything ever.
Yeah. Because certain amount of time, we need 2:30 now. We no. If you sometimes
it's just like, I'm gonna pay my dues.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna make another one of these. Like, it's just like easy. Like, okay, like we could just keep making another Thriller. We can make the next big song. We can make the next big song. We can make the next big song because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what art is, bro. Artists don't have no certain way. You might want to do a song that's like 7 minutes. Just keep going. Make the beat,
no way.
The snares go out, and it's gonna come back eventually. You know what I mean? Just stay in the book. Light your joint up, or maybe just, I don't know, whatever. Close the door.
Stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself. That's all. Because if you out here trying to be like everybody, like, I don't know, everybody, this shit funny. Like, they only want to promote niggish culture when it comes to African Americans. They only want to promote the bullshit. So I'm over that shit now. Like, I'm over that shit. Like, I don't, no offense to any of these niggas on the radio. I'm over the shit. I'm 30 now. I'm over y'all niggas, man. Like, I'm over y'all niggas misspending your money. I'm over y'all niggas not motherfucking helping the youth. I'm over the shit. I see y'all want to have fun. So I'm telling y'all, I'm over this nigga shit. I'm saying ball out, but like, nigga, fucking put some damn money in some like, move your money in a way so it can don't make the money make you, make the money make itself after a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I care about our people's direction. I care about the hip hop's direction. I'm just like, yo, y'all just, like, we need more people who,
when you can have it on the card.
Yeah, I mean, throwing 1,000 in the strip club.
Yeah, having money to your ear when you can have it on the card,
Yeah.
Trying to stuff.
Yeah, it's like, buy assets, not fucking purses. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, your money in you could throw 20 bands in the strip club, but you expect 4 water boys to split a $20 bill.
Yeah, so it's funny, man. Look.
But you know what? I'm gonna give credit to your music. I'm gonna give you credit to your message, first of all. And then when I listen to your music, I've noticed the transition from when you first started to where you're at today. And it seems like, based off of your album covers and your titles and everything and the way your music is structured, it looks like nowadays in your music, you're paying homage to the person that you were when you first came out. And when you first came out, I looked at that first project you had. I ain't gonna say your first project, but the Prehistoric Till Death. First of all, where you found the name at, I don't know. that let me know right then and there what I was getting into when I listened to the CD. But going through it, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Unstoppable is one of my favorite, songs on this album. And in the album, I mean, on that song, you're like, pussies want to turn on the Legion because they ain't eating. Last episode of the season. Stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so this is different. You're on a different type of time. And then, you got the song with Waka Flocka, obviously slave ship and everything. So when I'm listening to it, I'm like, who is this dude coming from? Like I said, where's this all coming from? Like Myra said, you got to be coming from a different aspect of thinking. Because the way your songs are set up is very, very different.
And to add on to that, you were, what was that, Dave? You were saying about what was that about his music? About
I mean, it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
It was like dark.
Oh yeah, I
like that beautiful dark shit. Like it's not like it's not like
no. I ain't gonna like, you. When I first heard your album, I was like, this nigga's on some demonic shit. What the fuck type shit's he on? What y'all got? That's what I wanted you to say.
Look, but hold up. Look, the Grim Reaper always gets that misconception.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the thing. And that's why I chose the Grim Reaper as my mascot, because I'm a black person and I grew up overseas. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand me, but I still share the same beliefs and I'm still the same person. So this whole time I've just grown up in such a different way and such a misconcept of what I'm supposed to be or who I should be and whatever, that I felt like very attached to the Grim Reaper, because the nigga ain't really doing nothing bad. He's just taking the people who have passed away across, into the other realm. He's really a tour guide. He's nothing more than someone who's doing his job, but his job is just misconstrued because of his look.
The most hated ministry.
You know what I'm saying? And I've always been this like, oh, brown eye, da 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 da. But I've always been misconstrued. Like, I'm a nigga. Like, don't get the shit twisted in any type of way. So it's like, I've just always felt like me and the Grim Reaper were attached, because sometimes my own people don't understand me. And sometimes everybody else don't understand me. I'm like, look, I gotta just explain, nigga. Like,
and
I might talk like this, but I talk like this, but I've always talked like this, and there still be guns in the room. You know what I'm saying? And that was hard for people to relish. Like, there's like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? He's talking about robbing someone in the back. I've just always been this person. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Nah, man. I mean, I looked at it, and like I said, the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, you on some demonic shit. But me being 30, I have to think back into history. And second thing that came to my mind was Pastor Troy, vice versa. When I first heard that, I thought it was some demonic shit till I sat back and listened to what he was saying. So when I went through the album the second time, I sat back and listened to what you were saying, and then I started digging into the slave ships and everything, and I started digging into the Unstoppables and everything like that on your album. And I'm just like, damn, this dude's actually deep in his music, and he's sending a message. Now, whether people receive your message as controversial or not, I don't care who sent. I don't care what mailman brings me my check, as long as I got the check.
Right.
That's how I feel about your music. Did you get the message that was in the music? And like you said, furthering the putting better spirits out here for us.
Right.
Hey, outside of music,
that's my thing.
Outside of music, what do you like to do?
I mean, man, I keep it easy, bro. I just play video games and try to figure out, what I want to do for my next career, or dabble in, whether it's acting, voice acting. Like, I'm just a chill person. Like, I don't have no gambling problem or no crazy shit. Like, I just kick back, every day, one at a time. Like, I don't really have hobbies. I love and like to do everything, but there's just a time and a place for everything.
That's good. What game you like to play?
Monster Hunter. It's like one of my favorite games. Legend of Zelda is like my favorite game of all time.
Okay.
I'm not like a big sports person.
Okay.
No. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Do you got any future projects coming out that we should be aware of, or the fans should be looking out for? Anything?
Yeah, like I got a new plan, and it's gonna be big. Like, I'm working on, it's not what I'm working on, it's just how I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna stick to the plan. And I've been studying the game so much, and I think it's that, like, I just feel like everyone's worn out and don't even realize it. You know, I listened to like 2-3 albums that came out in the past few weeks. And the only album I'm still listening to is like the Cole one. And it just made me realize, like, man, this shit just so much better than all this other bullshit. Like, it's just the replay value is just so much better. The production is just there. The message is there. You know, it's like the thing about it is like I don't like my music isn't conscious. I feel like what I am is a great balance, and now I need to fucking promote that because some people when it's too conscious, it's like this nigga's talking too much. When it's too commercial, you're not saying enough. You know what I'm saying? But when it's like right there in the middle, it's groovy. When you can find all the powers, you can become Kendrick. Where it's like, yeah, why you babysitting just 2 or 3 shots? But then the whole verse is about an uncle who was a terrible person in his family and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Just like sneak that shit in. And then so it's like now your song, when you're really listening to it, you might not even catch on till 2 years later when you're listening to it. Like, damn.
Facts.
This song is amazing.
I got something for Dad. I want to. You said Cole has replay value, right? Now, you being an artist, this gentleman, he doesn't really too much like, you know, J. Cole, you know, as far as
dude, J. Cole. This is my first J. Cole album.
Yeah,
this is my first J. Cole album, but I never shit talked on J. Cole. Like you can't run from J. Cole. Like he was huge. Like it's on the radio. You can't get in the girl car who not playing it. You can't get in the homie car. You can't get in a McDonald's is not playing a Cole.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
so
brother.
I never talk shit about Cole.
I never talk stuff about him, but I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. Down here, you know, we can get a lot of calls, brother. They ain't playing J. Cole.
I mean, listen. It ain't even just that. But we have a different type of style.
I get my thing was I was trying to get out of it.
People try to compare him to Kendrick, and I feel it's no comparisons. Is it? You know, they're on two different worlds. Like Kendrick is, you know, the GOAT to me, and J. Cole is, you know, he's a good rapper, but you know, he's not. They even though they're in the same era, they should not be locked. Like everybody want to try to pair them together.
I understand. What were you about to say before you forget?
No, I can understand that. I mean, the way that I was looking at it was like, you know, with the whole Drake and
Kendrick. No, the lady, you were about to say something.
I was trying to get out of it was the reason why you said Cole had replay value. Honestly, I had
asking him because of Dez. Didn't like him.
But it was something I wanted to say about the replay value. I think I lost what I had what I had to say. But it was definitely in something regards to the replay
and
value.
Then another thing for J. Cole, I feel like he did copy a little bit of Kendrick, man. You know, Kendrick came out with the Black Hippie. You know what I'm saying? He came out who he was. You know, when J. Cole first dropped, he was New Yorkish. I mean, well, not New Yorkish, but he, you know, had cap on and he wasn't Black Hippie like Kendrick was. And I think once they start hanging around each other, you know, it seemed like, you know, J. Cole music changed, you know, he's starting to, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like my boy Kendrick is just on another level. But
shouts out to J. Cole, man.
Go ahead.
Great.
No, man, I feel like, look, put it like this. Everybody's hand is different, you know, and like I said, I know way more of Kendrick's catalog than I do J. Cole's, but I definitely can't talk shit, and I understand why people like J. Cole, just because even back then it was still like, you know, he had that basketball influence, like his dreams, but this is what he ended up doing. So I feel like we might not have seen it, but it's one of those things where I'm like, he definitely has a fan base for a reason. Even if we're not one of those fans, I could tell by looking at his formula that it's working for him. And it's just like the Kendrick formula is just, you know, it's just cooler to you. You know what I'm saying? That's really how it is. But I don't, like I said, I'm not defending or whatever, because I think, you know, Kendrick is the man for sure. But I can understand why everyone fucks with J. Cole. But at the end, you know what though? Like, I think it's gonna come down to, you know, who's gonna create more content at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because that's what's changing. A lot of these large rappers, they get to sit on their ass and just make money off an album they made 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And no offense to any of them, but you know, they're not always out here. Like, they worked hard to get there, But there's niggas who are there and making millions, but still got to maintain that because they don't have any promo, any whatever. So they got to continuously drop shit. So there's people out here who, you know, they can drop quantity, they can drop quality, you know, but there's people out here who have no choice but to continue to drop quantity because the attention span of people out here suck. And that's not any large rapper's fault. It's just, I think eventually it's going to come a time where it's like people are going to like the person who's dropping more music, who's there for them more often. Because it's like, yeah, we're always going to have this, but it's like, you know, I want to know what's going on in your brain right now. Give me 13 songs. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, I feel like that's what's going to be challenging. Like, okay, you're good. This album was good, but can you do it again in 10 months? Can you do it again in another 10 months?
Is like, well, if you want, we're speaking on him. He's in that lane of like the Michael Jackson, the Princes, the Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, they're up there. Like I'm not even. You can't, like, Kendrick is the GOAT for sure. Like he's earned that word. Like I don't just say that about people. Like, you know what I'm saying? There can't be a bunch of goats and shit out here. It's weird. But like he's definitely on the GOAT status. Like he's 100% up there. Like to me, I feel like, I mean, it's like the closest thing to Drake. And I'm not saying Drake is the GOAT. I'm just saying, nigga, the financial checks is the GOAT. Financially, them motherfuckers.
Financially, yeah.
Financially,
go, man.
That motherfucker.
Don't let them
Financially, but we're speaking music. You know what I mean? But
hey, look, Drake got bars though. Look, I'm tired of niggas acting like Drake don't got bars. He might not have Kendrick Lamar bars. Yeah. He might not have Kendrick Lamar bars, but that nigga been scorned by enough people for me to be like, oh yeah, I done had a bitch do that to me too, man. Nigga, that's why Drake, because we done had a motherfucker do that shit to me too. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? And here's a different angle that I look at Drake from. Of course, I like Drake. I like that he's doing what I think every artist should do. When you get your time, you run it until you can't run anymore. But I also think that it is a new era now. I think that because he's financially the GOAT, it's helping him keep that GOAT status. As far as like where we are, I don't see a lot of people really buzzing about Drake anymore. Oh, did you hear this new 6? Did you hear this new? It's all about
have 3 number 1.
But no. I get. I'm
saying you're chilling right now.
Right. I get the financially money is keeping him where he needs to be for getting on the Spotify stream plays or whatever. But as far as what I'm saying, as far as like, I remember there was a point of time where I couldn't get enough of Drake. It was just like, okay, she's talking about Drake, she's buzzing about Drake. But now it's all about, okay, this little baby, did you hear this? Did you hear that? I don't hear too much buzz about Drake, but I do think the financial status is the business behind him was keeping him on top.
I think it's like you said.
And I'm not taking nothing away from Drake. I'm just saying, as far as the era now where music is moving in, I don't hear what I used to hear when I was in college or a couple years ago when I couldn't get away from Drake.
He's not on every feature like he used to be though. Yeah, he ain't got that many songs. Like when certain.
I feel it's a little bit of everything because he's not. I feel like he's not out here as much trying to. I don't know. Like last couple albums he dropped. Like when I go back to the time, there's like Drake always got. I don't know, man. The nigga always got at least 75% of the album popping. And in where a day and age where like I just listen to, I'm not gonna name no artist, but I listen to so much shit. I'm like, yo, only 7% of this shit is good. Yeah, but not even like the shit, like I can't even listen to the shit. Thing about Drake is like, you ain't rushing to change the song. You ain't finna crash to change a song. You know, there's other shit. You got a girl in the car. Next song, you're like, oh shit, this is a little bit too much, nigga. This nigga just went from 0 to 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna be like, it's the same artist. What the fuck you listening to? Mm-hmm. So it's just like he cares about his like. He's always looking for a new sound, but he's not so thirsty to find a new sound that the shit never sound right. No, and it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if you don't like Drake, but I feel a lot of it comes from. I feel a lot of it comes from like not a musical standpoint.
No,
And
yeah,
people don't like to
I'm a
hear
fan
that.
of
Like
Drake.
people don't like to hear
Yeah.
that. Like people, it's a oh, this is the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like this is it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I've grown to understand the vibes more, I guess, as I got older too. But you know, I don't question why he's at the top. You know,
No,
I
I'm a
really
fan of
don't. Like
Drake.
he's the one artist I'm like, damn, like I really understand why this nigga is just hit after hit. Like it's hit after hit, like from the Hotline Blings, they all are groovy. Like if this song is number one, you know, from some whatever rapper, I'm like, every Drake song should be number one. Every Kendrick song should be number one. Every J. Cole song should be number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the shit don't make sense to me. Ever at all. It don't make sense to me anymore. Like and that could be because I'm older now. But that's why I just say I don't hate on nobody. I'm just saying it beats me.
Are you a fan? Are you a fan of the newer music, like the babies and the little babies and the
baby?
Yeah.
Nah, baby. I'm not. I'm definitely. I don't. Those artists particularly, like, I don't have any problems with. I think they're dope. For real, for real. It's kind of cool, you know, when you just see people who just be kind of chilling. You know, that don't be with all the antics and stuff like that. And it seems like they don't really be with too many of the antics.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I feel like,
whoa, the baby be out here slapping niggas left and right. Hold up now.
I mean, if you pull up on me, I'm gonna slap your ass too. That's the thing about these niggas. Like, that's the thing about all this. Like, I'm ready to. I'm here for that change. I want to be a part of that change. Like, nigga, don't say nothing stupid to me. I don't give a fuck if I'm a celebrity. I don't give a fuck what you thought, nigga. It does not give you a fucking chance. Like, if you want to fight me, I'ma fight you. If you hit me, I'ma hit you. Don't be capping all that, but you're you. No, nigga, I'm not motherfucking one of God's disciples, nigga. I'm Azizi fucking Gibson. We gonna get the shit right here on in these streets. Don't say nothing stupid to me. Respectfully. It's like I'm not asking for beef. I'm not asking for beef at all. I'm just saying, hey, if you come to me and I react to you and I'm off the juice or something like that, don't be asking Twitter why that happened.
Yeah.
I will tell you why it happened.
You get that money, they gonna come to you and they gonna want you to slap them. Please hit me. I'm finna sue you.
Hey, look, it need to be like, look, hey, yeah, record the whole shit. You see how I'm gonna get a good lawyer. Good lawyer gonna be like, you see how they all up in that nigga's space and egging him on? Yeah, this is a publicity stunt. Next case. They gonna start ruling that shit out. Because it's gonna be like, look, you obviously doing it because you want a reaction.
Yeah.
But where's the accountability for a nigga who want a reaction?
Yeah, this that new age.
You gotta whip their ass. You just gotta whip their ass so they don't want to try that. Because niggas is getting away thinking they gonna end up in court. And it's like, nah, nigga, you gonna end up with a black eye and a broken leg, nigga, and $10,000, which ain't shit.
That's true.
Because you have a black eye and a broken leg now, and you've been humiliated. And 10,000 ain't shit for that humiliation. So
yeah, because they run up.
Sorry.
Think you just a weed rapper. They think you ain't on nothing. You ain't on nothing.
They think I'm just watching anime all day. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah, you laid back.
Yeah. Do you? What else moving forward? Do you can your fans and new potential fans be on the lookout for?
Man, new music all the time. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm doing the quality over quantity. I want to get, like, my dream ain't over. Like, this shit just beginning. A lot of opportunities have been opening up, and I always have felt like no dick riding. I've always felt like since Ghost in the Shell, and especially my album Prehistoric Till Death, like, I've been ahead of the curve. Like them albums will never die. Like, people can go back and listen to them projects and be like, oh yeah, this nigga was on some different shit. And I slowed it down for a while because I was like, yo, there's no point let me just let everybody, I'm gonna just slow down. And once I slowed down and started making like singles, I've gotten so many more fans. So once I get everybody, then I could start slowly bringing people back into that world. Because it's not like my old music couldn't have been played on the radio. It's just like the stigma of what radio should be playing has just not changed because no one wants to just open their minds up. That's all it is. Like, it's a fucking button.
Yeah.
It's a button. It's a drag and drop. And stubbornness has kept people for decades not to change that. So we just, like that's all it is. It's just a mouse click away from changing the outlook of fucking every African American person on the goddamn planet. It's more serious than that. Like it's just like, and I'm not to say any of us like it's bad. I'm just saying like the world only gets to see one type of us. And every single other type is extremely special.
Right.
Drake for the Drakes, the J. Coles, the Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's too special. It's too much knowledge. It's too much self-knowledge that they don't want to put that on the map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everyone listening that it's too much knowledge. Name one nigga out here who's making fucking like nigga, it's that's why they don't allow too many of them in the game, because the world's just gonna be smart.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously a way to make music bounce and still educate themselves. But that's not what the fuck they want to do.
In charge of everything, don't you want a bunch of worker ants? I don't need a bunch of war ants out here. I need a bunch of y'all carrying the load out here.
Hey, this is devilish stuff, brother.
Yeah,
We want you smoking on.
No,
we want you
look,
drive by.
I've seen the industry. I've seen the industry. Look, and I've seen the industry, and they don't look. We're disposable. You know what I'm saying? Even though we make up the industry, we're disposable. I don't gotta call no names out, because it's just like all you gotta do is just look at it. Look at what's in the formula. Look at what Jay-Z, the richest rapper, or whatever. I mean, now they say it's Kanye, but even so, look at both of their music, their early music, how they talking and describing the industry, how they're describing people. It's always been that way. It's never been in the nigga's favor. It's never been, we've never been on top. We are always somebody's pet. So I'm telling you, man, like all this hood shit, hey, I love some hood shit. I love to get, it don't matter. Like it's all a part of me. I still drive down, windows down, jamming my shit. I need it. But I'm just saying, like, they only allow a certain type of person into this game, because there's just, I took this away from music, but there's just so much power in music, and they try to stop it.
Yeah, we don't want the African Americans to raise their consciousness. No, we want them to be listening to people getting killed all day, so they can keep killing each other.
Yeah, we're not going back. We're not going back to the golden age of
we'll put you
hip-hop
on the radio. We put you on. You're a big killer on the radio. We are playing all day, every day, and only people that listen to it are brothers and sisters, and that's keeping the violence going. Everybody ain't smart like us. Everybody, ain't on this conscious level, or
majority
able to to think about, oh, I don't want to do this because time come after this, or if I kill him, the retaliate. No, they don't think like that. And it's the music is influencing that, man. It's the devil, brother.
And it also goes beyond music too, because it also demeans our culture when it's perceived to other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I care about it so much. Like, that's why I'm gonna do my best. Like, mark my words. A year from now, I'm gonna be extremely huge. I'm gonna be up there. We're gonna be talking some J. Cole talks. Like, when I heard the J. Cole album, I was like, wow, this was amazing. But no part about it did it make me feel intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in my music that much. I'm not worried about that shit. And I'm glad. Like, I'm so motivated by this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so ready to put this album to work, because I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga's you want some rap shit? I'm finna fuck niggas head up. Like, I really finna fuck niggas heads up right now. Because I got to a spot where I was making plenty of money. So, you get there and it's like, whatever, like, these people don't want no good shit, so I'm gonna just do what I want to do. So now I'm about to make a historical album and really fuck some shit up, because people need that. Like, it's bigger than just music. It's like, you are representing our culture. Every single moment, everything you say, every time I'm on Instagram and I just hear a nigga say something stupid, I just go.
Well, the music.
First comment, some white girl or some shit or some like Spanish shit. I'm just like, all right, man. It's just like, you need to know that you are an ambassador for our race at all times. And it don't need to be, I'm not trying to make it raunchy or like it shouldn't even be hard. It shouldn't be hard to understand. It's just like, yo, we could ball out. We could have fun. We got rhythm. That's something that the whole world don't got. That's what nobody else got. But let's just make sure that the way people look at us, they respect us. Because people will party with us, but they'll turn around and talk shit about you.
Yep.
So if you can't see that, then it's like you need to start looking into that. And that's the thing. Like when you hear a Kendrick or a J. Cole, you're like, oh yeah, man, this nigga's intelligent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the best. That's what you want everyone to be calling you. Whatever you do, artist, draw, like you drawing, financial business, whatever, you want someone to say that, oh, you're intelligent.
Yeah.
Because that is the best. I forget what it's called, but that's the best thing you say to someone, to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and people are not paying attention to the numbers. I think that the industry is starting to shift. I always say this every couple of years when I look at the numbers. If you pay attention, Kodak only sold 21K, Quando Rondo 9K, Nicki Minaj, she sold almost 90K, J. Cole 289K his first week. So where do you think the music is going? At first, it's so Who I Smoke, this, and that. Now you got music shifting again, and those numbers are starting to show. So I do think that in the next couple of years, just watch the change of music, going back to people wanting that creatorship, wanting to hear something besides a TikTok challenge and this or that. So who knows?
And look, and while you say TikTok, I'm gonna say everyone always be like, yo, you gotta do TikTok. I'm like, man, where's this rapper y'all keep trying to tell me? Who made $1 million off TikTok? I'm trying to find him.
I'm waiting.
I'm trying to find this nigga now. Who made $1 million off TikTok. Where is this rapper that everyone's telling me I should follow? Where's this R&B artist that's everyone's telling me I should follow? Cool, I know your little 15-second clip of the song, but I don't know your fucking name. I don't. I truly don't.
Thanks.
So it's like, I don't want to, fuck TikTok. Show me the chicken, nigga. Yeah. I don't want it if there's no real chicken involved. Yeah. And there's no chicken in TikTok unless you're making the TikTok. So it's like, I don't know. Like, if you're large, of course. Like, if you're Nicki Minaj and you're Nicki Minaj, yeah, make a TikTok, monetize it, get money. But I'm not trying to, fish and be so thirsty for people to make some stupid ass dance. It's like, I don't know. Do you niggas have no dignity? I don't want every money. I don't want all money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not sucking dick for money. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing niggas don't got no dignity. How they make they fuck this? This is crazy.
Nah, it's true, man. It's true, man. Look, I appreciate you coming out today, brother, giving us more than enough of your time, man. And we look forward to the music you have coming out. You're a deep intellectual, brother. I look forward to this album that you've been talking about giving us. If we ever find this nigga making money off TikTok, I'm gonna send him your way.
I'm telling you, look, that it's just that one song. No offense to Homeboy, I'm just like that one where everybody's walking all stupid. I'm like, yo, I feel like he got his. Last time I saw his name in some headline, there was some hood shit, and I'm like, well, he ain't making enough money, so you know what I'm saying. So that's what it is. You get, and also look, I'm in LA, so I know a lot of these niggas out here who have fucking, oh, she's beautiful. I know a lot of these people out here who have bread or look like they have bread, don't. It just don't. They really, really do. People look, there's rap money and then there's rap money, but then there's also real money. You ain't making, there's few niggas making real money from rap. And I'm not even one of them. I'm talking, those are the Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Kanye West, the fucking Jay-Z's and shit like that. Everybody else living with 9 people in their crib and driving a Beamer. So it's all facade, man. It's all facade. I be at parties, and then people be on Shade Room at the parties. I'm like, this nigga Like, you writing an article about this loser? Like, the fuck? Like, why are we even talking about some of these people? Because I see these people and I know some of these people are assholes, don't have no money, don't pay people back, never intended to be a good person when they came into anybody's life, but they're popular. So again, like, that's why I tell people, like, people always wonder how you get there. I'm like, man, I'm good. Don't let the world tell you anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So perception is major. That's all I want everyone to know. Perception is major.
Right. Do you believe in aliens?
Absolutely, man. Like, I'm not like I don't have like a tinfoil hat, but but I definitely can't put nothing by that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't close that whole idea off. There's not enough evidence to shut that idea down.
Yeah.
Well, man,
the Pentagon. Hold on. You know, the Pentagon said, I guess next month they supposed to be dropping the
June 1st.
Yeah, June 1st. Yeah, they're supposed to be telling us. I guess they're gonna break the news to us and let us know, man. Aliens are out here. They run. They're.
Nah, I mean, they about to tell us that motherfucking
Men in Black won the movie.
That it'll get exciting. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
we got aliens to worry about. Hopefully we come together. Hopefully we come together.
Yeah,
for sure.
We got a common enemy.
Right. We appreciate you, brother.
Definitely want to thank you. Oh, by the way, hey, keep us tapped in. Once the shows start picking up, let us know. We'll get tickets. We'll come out. We'll support, man. We want to be involved with the movement. The whole nine. So definitely, we want to appreciate you, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, y'all. What's up? Thank you, guys.
Twisted Younginz with a Z, but we'll send it to
we
you.
finna, I'm about to DM you now. Twisted Younginz about to DM you now, okay?